My election predictions. Are you ready? All right, I'm going to tell you straight up. The Republicans will win 25 seats in the House and get back the majority, and that's a good thing in the House of Representatives. Hold on. I think the Republicans will net. I think the Republicans will actually lose a seat in the Senate because Murkowski's going to win and she will no longer be a Republican. We'll beat Georgia, we'll lose Pennsylvania, and everything else will be as such. The Democrats will retain Colorado, Arizona, but I think in New Hampshire will retain North Carolina, Wisconsin, which initially that's a huge win for the Republicans, man. To retain Wisconsin is for Ron Johnson, that's huge. So I think it'll be 51-49 in the Senate for the Democrats. The Republicans will have 25 net seats, which will put them about they're at 212 now, so roughly 235, 240 or so. A governing majority in the House, enough to stop stuff from Sniffy Joe, but nothing will get done. And that's actually not a bad thing. Gridlock is great, I'm telling you. The last thing we want is not gridlock. The governorships, I haven't really followed that much. Brian Kemp here in Georgia will win going away. Sadly, Janet Mills will probably win going away in Maine. I just haven't followed. I think Carrie Lake will win Arizona. She looks like she's kicking ass. It seems like it looks like Kansas that might go to Democrats. But we'll probably win. We'll probably outcompete. Seems like one I'm missing here. Wisconsin looks like we might win that one too. I don't think we'll win Michigan. I don't think we're going to win New York. I don't think we're going to win Oregon. I just don't think so. Let me get Finney. I think at the end of the day, it'll probably be close to a draw. I think the Republicans will pick up one, maybe two governorships. And that's good, because Republicans right now have the lead in governorships anyway. Where it's going to be huge, though, I'm telling you, where the wins are going to be is the state legislatures. Let's take a look at Ballotpedia. Is where it's going to be huge, man. So right now, the Republicans have 23 trifectas where they control both houses and the governorship. Democrats have 14. There's divided governments in 13. Republicans control 55 of the 88 houses that are out there for state legislature. All right. Or I should say, of the 88 that are up, Republicans can control 55. But even if we don't get the trifecta, we're going to get so many seats that we can override vetoes and pass legislation that the governor can't stop. And so if you look at, one second. I think we're going to get Minnesota, Nevada. I'm not quite sure about Colorado, but Maine has a good chance to go for one of the state houses to Republican too. Look at that. Here's Delaware. But right there, that's a big one. Even if we lose the governorship in Minnesota. Now look, we're going to take out Keith Ellison. He's gone, man. So that could be an upset right there. Dr. Scott Jensen. That could be a big upset in Minnesota. Huge. Now, I'm just telling you, huge. So if we have the trifecta right there, if we could get that, woo, and don't forget, other than a couple of small areas in Portland, Maine, Minneapolis and whatnot, around freaking Las Vegas, whatever that, Carson County or something like that, Clark County, and Boulder, Colorado, other than that, there's some serious right-wing legislatures coming up. That's going to be huge. Look at Alaska. Alaska's a little bit different. Split control. We're gonna win back Alaska. We're gonna win here. We're gonna win one house there. I think that's gonna be huge. So if we look at, hold on a second. All right, so right here, all 30 seats are up in Arizona. We're only got a 2-seat advantage right now. When we win Kerry Lake, and we're gonna probably add significant House seats and state Senate seats, that's going to add huge potential to pass good right-wing legislation. Let's see here. Colorado, they only got 7 up. Now only 17 are up. Colorado's only got a 7-seat advantage. All we need is 4 to take the majority in Colorado. You see what I'm saying? Let me get my dog. Think about it. If the Republicans win 4 of the 17 that are up, that's going to put, net 4 of the 17 that are up. That's going to make them the majority by 1 seat. That means Jared Polis is going to have a hell of a hard time putting stuff to work in there. Same thing, Delaware is going to be tight there. Florida, dude, the state Senate in Florida, all 40 are up. If the Republicans win that, right now the Democrats have 7-seat majority. If we win 4 with DeSantis in the House, man, look at the Republican. Georgia's already smoking red. And we can do anything in Georgia. That's what makes it so frustrating. Maine, all 35 seats are up. All we got to do is win 5, net 5. Then we can stop anything that stupid Janet Mills does. All 151 are in Maine, only 14. All we got to do is win 8 net. See, I think that's huge. Look at this, Minnesota, House of Representatives. All we got to do is win 4 of the 134. That's going red, dude. This is going heavier red. I'm telling you, Nebraska, we already got that. Nevada, look at that. The Democrats have a 2-seat majority. That's going to go red, and that's going to stop the trifecta for the Democrats. New Hampshire, that could be a little bit of a challenge because we won so many in 2020. But still, look at that. We have a trifecta now, so that's up in the air. We're gonna have bigger majorities in North Carolina, bigger majorities in Pennsylvania, huge majorities in Pennsylvania. Even if freaking what's his name doesn't Shapiro wins the governorship, you can't do anything. Can't do anything. Huge majorities in Texas. Washington State, I'm telling you, watch. Take away some of those areas. I don't think we're going to win the majority there, but man. And then Wisconsin, look, we'll even have more. Anyways, that's huge, dude. I tell you, so we got right here, toss-up, Arizona Senate, we're going to win that, 100%. Alaska, we're going to add to that. Look, Alaska, right there, R6, 40 up, we'll add to that. Because these local places are where there's going to be little shenanigans, free and fair, if you know what I'm saying. Leans D, we're going to win this right here. We'll win Colorado. Close. It'll be close, but we'll win. Likely are. Anyways, that's a trifecta. So trifecta vulnerability in the elections, mostly on the Democrats. There's no Republican that's I guess in Massachusetts, because we'll lose Massachusetts. Is Maryland up? I don't think the Maryland governorship is up, is it? I don't think so. Hey, we'll lose a trifecta, and we don't have a trifecta, but they'll gain one. The Democrats will in Massachusetts. I don't think the Maryland governor is up. I think he won last time in 2020, if memory serves. I might be wrong there, but then Kentucky. So whenever the Kentucky governor's race up, we'll smoke that guy there too. Anyway, there's a lot going on, so don't overlook the local stuff. Anyway, I'm excited about that. That's where let me get this guy again. Not only are we going to have majority of the House back, and we can start launching some investigations into some of these clowns, you know what I'm saying, about what they did during 2020, 2021. But we're going to have a lot more power in the local states in which we can stop legislation, but we can also get the investigations into what happened in 2020 and 2021 as well in these various states. Wisconsin comes to mind, dude. Pennsylvania. I don't know why they're not looking at Pennsylvania, dude. They're not going to do anything in Maryland, won't do anything in Massachusetts. But some of these states, there's going to be some hell to pay. I can't wait. Wisconsin is a big one right there. I'm just telling you, with Ron Johnson, I know he's a senator, but still, with him leading the way, carrying the torch, there's going to be some hell to pay for some of these people. And that makes me happy. Yeah, it sucks. We can't stop Sniffy Joe's Senate, his judge confirmations. But hey, you take a win when you can get it. Wait till 2024. Watch the map in 2024. Watch what happens. So we're going to go to, 1 second. The map in 2024. Very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. Vulnerable. Very vulnerable. Vulnerable. Very vulnerable. Vulnerable. Very vulnerable. Vulnerable right there. Look at that. That's 2024, man. Now, if we can't take out New Hampshire today, we're basically done in the Northeast. But look at that. Vulnerable, vulnerable, vulnerable. We got Ossoff doesn't come up to 2026, unfortunately. But anyway, 2020, that's for the Democrats. Where are we vulnerable? Nowhere, man. I mean, Utah, freaking Mittens. Hopefully he loses. Nowhere. We're not vulnerable anywhere. And we're going to get better candidates in Missouri. I can't remember who's that. Was that High Camp? I can't remember. Anyway, lots of vulnerability for the Democrats there. So we're, look at this. Seminole only won by 2.4. that was in 2020. That was an off-year election, if memory serves. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But Heitkamp was a Democrat. Yeah, Kramer won. That's right. Yeah, we got. And then this guy, I don't like him much. Anyway, that's my prediction, man. Republicans will win the House. They'll win tons of seats in state legislature. I haven't looked at the ballots that are up. Lots of good ballot initiatives coming up. We will just fall short of taking back the Senate. It is what it is. No reason to jump off a bridge. It's all controlled, man. Trust me, it doesn't matter. But you still want your guys to win. That's a fact. All right, we'll see you.